Amen. All right, guys, welcome back to Beautiful Mind today. We're going to take a really big look at the price action. I just wanted to do a big, a big outlook. Let's just go out for 1 second here and let's just take a look. We have a trending line from our old weekly tops here, and we're going to discuss this here. It crisscrosses, that's right, our election. And as you guys know, we have a heck of an election on the horizon here. It's probably one of the most important elections in U.S. history. So talking about this, we put this white line to cross from those tops. I was explaining to you that this trend line that is cutting down from the last 6-month tops, and you can see here now, guys, I haven't postulated and put the square here so that you can see. I put all the moon tops and bottoms in just where the moon is going to be. So I'm just, honestly, I'm using the natural and reoccurring phenomena, and I'm attaching it to these trend lines. I'm using my forecasting that I've been taught from William GANN. I own all his books and courses, every single one, pretty much. And I utilize all of this. And, guys, it's just no secret as to how we are finding these things. The secret is we're using mathematical science and we're studying the natural and reoccurring phenomena. All right. We were discussing earlier that this trend line is really super important to us, okay? And it has a sister trend line. We were discussing this. And it also has its other one right here. So that's the little baby sister trend line. Yeah, and it crisscrosses this angle moving up. And what do we have looking straight up? Let's look up, right? Okay, guys, so we are, in fact, at a turning point here. We're at a turning point. And we've been talking about this possible breakout because this is representing our 5th month here, okay? And then November represents the 6th month. And as you guys know, I'm a broken record. Every 5th and 6th month from every halving event, we have always had Bitcoin has challenged its all-time high every single time the last 12 years. So I am standing like a titan with my forecast, and it is still intact. This entire nonsense was just about to make me reconsider my calculations and the entirety of the methods that I employ. Looking at what we can see here now, let's go ahead and let's just move in and let's get a little bit closer. Moving to the 4-hour chart, we are looking at the asset moving into our target circle. We moved this target circle down, as you guys know. I actually had it right up here somewhere on the last tutorial, and I moved it down. I still feel that this angle is still it is still an exploratory angle for a price projection, and as long as we continue to stay above, now this, we're going to talk about this for 1 minute really quickly here. We have to stay above this area, and you can see there's a major crossing here of this angle, which we have coming up from the bottom here, supporting our swing low, where I was getting very nervous. And I was like, geez, guys, you know what? I could be totally wrong here. And my whole method is completely wrong. And I'd have to, I'd honestly have to go back to the drawing board and see where it went wrong. And I knew something was going on. And we needed to have this tumultuous move up. Okay, guys, just because My forecasting is fairly decent, and we've been calling out all these tops and bottoms inside of these. Doesn't mean we should be high-fiving and letting our guard down. Absolutely not. This is exactly the time where I am on like high alert. Okay? I'm not high-fiving and, jumping up and down. There's no party right now, guys. Until this breaks above and sits on top of our all-time high here, which it is going to do. Bitcoin is going to jump up and it is going to challenge this top. And it is my feeling very strongly that we have a rejection up here. After piercing through, we will have some type of rejection. What will it look like? Well, it would be very, very convenient and very nice if we were to sit somewhere around here. However, leaving our ego aside, we will face facts. The fact of the matter is, until we break above 73,000, we are moving sideways. And in a bull flag position, moving gently down with this trend line that we have populated here and right here. So a major rejection here, guys, would bring us back, and we would be settling on areas where we saw the asset get back up and sit on. And somewhere in this whole vicinity here would be a terrific area. Now, I have this down here very low because you guys know I'm a bad news bear at the best of times, right? Disclaimer aside. I'm a pattern trader. I don't jump in and out and I don't get slaughtered. Not anymore. Absolutely not anymore. No, we stack and we sit on the sidelines and we're very patient. And I watch this stuff like a hawk. And when it breaks these angles, I'm telling you, right? This is a panic move right here in this day. You see how wide this day is? Right? Let's just take a look at that. You guys, we have to hold this bottom right here, okay, guys? This 64.8, we have to sit on this, and we're going to start to move up. We could get a major rejection at 69 here, and particularly the 71 and 72, and into the 73. So we're vibrating within the angle here and this angle, okay? So a sign that something is wrong would show up with a breaking of this low and this angle. Now, moving up here and breaking this angle wouldn't necessarily mean we would be moving down. We would have to violate this bottom. This would have to be totally violated, and then we would, in fact, be moving back in a rapid succession and bouncing down to here, and if not, creating a bunch of traction here, we would be moving down again rapidly and then bouncing up and possibly coming down and sitting again therein on this trend line here, right, that we have coming down from all our lows since March. So it is very likely we can sit down here. Postulating the fact that we get above our all-time high in this November, and we have a really clean transition to a new government, we would see likely the possibility that a very heavy bull market is about to unfold, and probably one of the biggest building booms in the last decade anyways, with America. I think we're going to have one hell of a building back. We've seen a lot of destruction, so there's going to be a lot of energy for business, and I think that's very positive and good for the market overall, and we will see the S&P rise. Gold and silver is going to rise. I've told you guys that, yeah, maybe $4 grand is the next top, but you know, guys, A 20,000, and I've talked about this, a $20,000 gold ounce is totally in the works. Go have a look at the US Debt Clock org and have a look at the valuations of gold as I've shown you in the past. The BRICS nations stated gold should be at around 130,000 an ounce. And if that's not raising some eyebrows and scaring you right now, I don't know what is. But we've got some major stuff on the horizon here, so get ready for that. Okay, guys, just wanted to give you a little bit of heads up that we're still moving into this area and we can still suffer some reactions. We're in our moon phase here, so get ready for some reactions. However, we could get some panic moves up before a move down. All right, guys. Peace and love to y'all.